I'm Hamatama. So you all welcome to the grade 11 new English medium maths paper class today. So we are now at the paper number 24. So today also a second paper. So we can learn the this paper very well, right? So one by one we will move to the questions. We can learn precisely the content regarding the each questions, right? So one by one, I will deal the questions. So you can turn to your answer script and make the notes, especially make the corrections if you make any mistakes therein. Okay, right. Now we will move to this discussion. Some of you having the exams, maths exams upcoming week, and then that is very important of discussing such kind of papers, right? Raise your hand. Those who have the those who haven't complete your exam yet, those who haven't completed the term test maths exam. Yes. Okay. Right. It shows that the majority uh, are facing the exams by this week. Okay. So we will discuss that paper correctly. Now you can see it. Right. So this is the question number one. Complete the following table of value of draw the graph of the function y equal to x squared minus 3. Draw the suitable graph of y equal to x squared minus 3. So now what they are asking to draw the graph of y equal to x squared minus 3. Right. So now to find the graph, we require this coordination. This coordinate is required. So what is that coordinate? We will check the coordinate here. See there. So when x equals 0, right, we require the y value. Okay, so how to find the y value? So you know this equation. So x and y, right, changing as per this equation, right? So that is the function equation. So corresponding x substitute and then relevant y you can find out. Okay, so how to do that one? Just substitute x as 0 to the function, then you can find out the y value. So y equal 2 into x is substitute as 0, 0 squared minus 3, then here becomes 0 minus 3, then that gives you minus 3 as the answer. Okay, all the time when you know the x values, you can find the y values by substituting the x values to the equation. Then further you can see a symmetry of this point table. Symmetry, what is symmetry? So here 13 and here 13, then here 5 and here 5, here -1, here -1. So sometimes using the symmetry also you can determine your coordinate are perfect, right? So but here they are asking now this coordinate. So looking into the symmetry, you cannot find that coordinate, right? So that to be found by substituting into the equation. But in the exam also you will substitute and take the answer without looking into that, right? So now they have asked to plot this curve. So I will plot it in my graph application y equal 2x squared minus 3. So this is the function y equal 2x squared minus 3. Right. Now you can see that this is the graph of 2x squared minus 3. Okay. So this is the graph drawn. Right. Perfectly you can plot the points and then you can see the graph, right? In this curve, we call this is a parabola and having a minimum shape, right? So because from a higher value, it getting decreases, right? And it's having the minimum value there, and then it is getting increasing when the x value is getting increasing, right? Okay, that is the nature. Now we will see what are the questions asked there. So they ask the first question using the graph. Find the roots of this 2x squared minus 3 equals 0. The roots, right? That root definition is, roots mean what? Roots means here, which equations root you can find? Right. Roots means in this equation, 2x squared minus 3 equals 0 roots, they're asking. Right. So now the function given as y equal to x squared minus 3. So now you know that then instead of y, the 0 has come, right? That means for y is replaced by 0. Then that means it comes as 2x squared minus 3 equals 0. Then y 0, you are asking when y equals 0, what are the corresponding x values? Where the y equal 0. So y is the function, and function is the graph. So now you can see this is the graph, this is the y, this is the function. So when that y coordinate 0 means when they are intersect at the x-axis. So in simply remember, we have y equals 0, x values are the roots. It happens when the graph intersect with the x-axis. So the roots means simply to you is, right, simply to you is where the points intersect with the x-axis. So you can see that wording says root negative 1.2 here. So that intersecting the x-axis, other intersecting point is the positive 1.2. So what are the two roots? X equal negative 1.2 or x equal positive 1.2. So you can make the roots there. Okay, right. So you will write the answer x equal x equal x equal negative 1.2 and the other one x equal positive 1.2, right? So these are the roots there. Then they're asking find the interval values of x which the function decreases negatively. So here they are asking two things. The function decreases. So the two things, the decreases should be there and then negatively. Right. So I will tell you decreases mean, right, this part where the graph coming downwards, right, where the graph coming downwards. So here to here decreasing, then here to here that is increasing. Okay. So now you can say that decreases part. Okay. Now you determine here to here graph part. Then negative means below the x-axis part. So where the below x-axis part is, here this part is negative, the above x-axis is positive. So below the x-axis negative part mean this part is the negative as well as in decreasing. So this part also negative, but it is increasing, climbing now. Okay, so the graph part you have to catch up. So this is the relevant graph part. Now you are asking the x range. So how to find the x range? Then you have to connect that two terminal. This is the graph two terminal. We are negatively decreasing part. Then connect to the x-axis. Connect first part connect to the x-axis means this is on the x-axis. That is you write as negative 1.2. Then the ending terminal, you connect to the x-axis to see the x-range, that is 0. Now you can see the graph coming here to here, but the x-variance coming through the x-axis there to there. So this is the relevant x-range where graph decreases negatively. So here to here exchange. So that means between negative 1.2 and positive 0, x is there. So it is greater than this one and less than this one. So this is the region. Hands up those who got the answer. Negative 1.2 to 0. That is the answer where the function decreases negatively. Okay, right. Okay, right. Fine, very good. So here now the setup is a bit differ. I am using a webinar. So now it is very clear than the Zoom normal package. So you can visualize and have the audio nicely. I think so, right? Isn't it? So you can learn now in a better view the mathematics, right, with different uh, backgrounds. Okay, right, that is okay now. Then the last question they ask that if the graph of the function y equal this one moves downwards along the y-axis by 2 unit, write the equation of the graph. So here, understand the better concept, right? Move where downward or upward. In grade 10 maths, we have the movement along y-axis. When it comes to the grade 11, we deal this movement along y as well as x both axis. So now the graph is moving here along the y-axis, but upward mean here, downward means there. So how many units downwards? They moves downwards along the y-axis 2 units. So that means this is the minimum point. Now it comes minimum points 2 units downward. -3 there. Now it comes to -5. That means the graph like the same shapes, but it comes to the -5, 2 units downwards. The minimum point varied. -3 comes as -5. So now the prevailing graph equation equal 2x squared minus 3, right? Now -3 the minimum point. Now it comes as the 2 units downwards -5. So to -5 it comes 2 units downward, 1 unit, 2 units. Then the new equation changing this part only, that comes as 2x squared minus 5. Okay, so that is the transformation, the graph along the y-axis, 2 units downwards. Okay, right, correct them. Right. So the marks allocation, you know that the first question, finding the uh, x values in the table, you have 1 marks for the table completing. Then row in graph, you have 3 marks, row in graph. Then using the graph, find in the roots, you have 2 marks. Then that exchange, you have 2 marks. And then the last part, you have 2 marks. So that is how the marks allocation. Row in 3 marks, coordinate 1, then other 3 questions as 2 per each. Right, now that is okay. So now we are moving to the right. Right, question number 2, that is the normally we call the Kogatatile equation. Right, everyone can do this question. Okay, right. A frequency distribution containing information on the number of electricity units used during a certain month by 100 household is given below. Right. So now 100 household, the number of electricity units consumed are given here. So the first steps they ask in the find the number of household who used within this range 51 to 60. Right. Now tell me. Right. How many units are there? Just add. They mention monthly by 100 household. The total are 100. Then add up these all and balance of 100 is relevant to that point. So you will add 5 plus 13 plus 24 plus then 10 plus 14 plus 4, 18. Then that comes 70. So the balance of 100, total to be 100. The sum of these other is 70. That means here become as 30. Okay. So here you have 1 marks. Then what is the model class of this distribution? Model class. So the model class is the highest frequency class, the most often class, right? Most number of data belongs class. So where the model class is there, model class is the more highest frequency. You check the highest frequency is this 30, that belongs to which class? That is 5100, 51 to 60, right? You have 2 marks there for finding model class. Then find the mean number of electricity units used by a household during this month by taking the assumed mean to be the mid value of the model class. Now check, take in the assumed mean, right? That means you are not allowed to do this question by the mid value method. Okay, so that means the question to be done using this method, assume mean. Okay, then you have to remember how to do that one. Assume mean concept. So I will refresh your knowledge how to do using the assume mean, right? I will then copy the question into the whiteboard, right? Okay, now listen everyone. So this is a compulsory, not compulsory, but this is a question. They are in the paper, exactly they are. So I suggest everyone to do this question, but because that is not much hard, just understand the format of this table for finding mean, right? Okay, then you can deal with the question, right? So now check what are the columns for finding the means under the assumed means. We have 5 columns. We have 5 columns. What are they? First, we write the class interval. Okay, class interval, write the data. Then near to that, you write the mid value. Mid value. Then you have the deviation column. Deviation. Okay, then you have the frequency. Okay, then you have the FD columns. FD. Okay, mid value is denoted as X, deviation D, frequency F, here FD. So these are the 5 table, 5 columns you have to remember. Now check the class interval. Right here we have 2130. So I write here 2130 and then 3140, 3140. Then we have 4150. Okay, then we have 5160. Then we have 61 70. Okay, then we have 71 80. Then we have 81 90. Okay, this is our format. Now you find the mid value. Okay, before finding mid value, here frequency they are 513. If any mistakes right there, let me know. 513, then 2430. And here 24, then here 30, and then 10 14 4. So 10 14 4, right? Now check the mid value. How to take the mid value here? Right, 21 plus 30 divide by 2. 21 plus 30 divided by 2. Then it comes as 51. 51 divided by 2 means that is 5.5. Yes, 25.5. When you add 21 plus 30 and divide by 2, that is 25.5. Then here, 31 plus 40 divide by 2. Divide by 2, that gives you 35.5. So how to take the mid value? This terminal, the lower terminal, upper terminal adding together and divide by 2. Okay, now here now you can have a pattern there. Now check 31 and adding 4.5. Here 41, then 45.5. Here also you can see a pattern 10 by 10 increasing. Then here 55.5. So here 65.5, 75.5, then 85.5, right? Then the deviation means what? So you have to take assume mean. What is the assume mean? They are saying that find the mean number of electricity using um, by taking the assumed mean to be the mid value of the model class. What is the model class? Frequency highest class is this one. Here mid value is 55.5. So that is taken as the assumed mean. You take it as assumed mean. So the deviation defined as x minus a, the x mid value minus the assumed mean. So here mid value and assumed mean same. So x minus a 0. That's why that's deviation of from the mid value is 0. Then 45.5 subtract 55.5 means negative 10. Then here negative 20 and here negative 30. So here it comes as positive 10, positive 20 and positive 30. Now, sorry, now f and d to be multiplied. Okay, f and d multiply 5 into 30, 150. Right here, 260. Here, 240. And here, 0. And here, 100. And here, 280. And here, 120. Right. Now here you get the sigma fd column. Right. Negative sum you take here, 0. 650 negative, and here you add here 0 plus 500. Right, now plus 500 negative 650 means the highest value, the 650 more than the 500 magnitudely. Then 650 subtract 50, 500 is 150, but that is negative 150. Okay, then you take the sigma f, the household are 100 household are there. Okay, now you know the equation, right? What is the equation? X bar equal x bar. So I write the equation now. So x bar equal a plus sigma fd upon sigma f. Right. X bar is the true mean equal assume mean plus assume mean is 55.5 plus sigma fd. Sigma fd is negative 150 divided by sigma f is 100. So write this equation for the this concept x bar equal a plus sigma fd upon sigma f. So you substitute sigma fd here, sigma f here, right? Then it gives you 55.5 and here it gives you 0, 0 cut, then negative 1.5. So 55.5 subtract 1.5, that gives you 54. Okay, so that is we call the true mean. So true mean is 54. Hands up those who got this. True mean has 54 units. 54. Why they didn't ask any other method? What is your reason? So mid value method is not acceptable here. They didn't mention that method. Okay, in that case, you are not allowed to do by that method. The reason here, see that when you take the mid values, they comes as the decimal. Mid values comes as the decimal. In mid value method, you have to multiply this mid value with the frequency. Then you can see the frequency are having higher values even. 24, 30, 14, such kind of higher values. And decimals also, mid value also decimal. Then the multiplication would be difficult here. Okay, so if you follow that mid value method, if they mention any other method, but don't follow for this kind of questions, because then you will be doing some mistakes when multiplying this kind of bigger values, right? Okay, so most of the time to simplification, easy part is the this deviation method, assume mean method. Okay, so both the method practice. For this question, this is the one you must apply. Otherwise, you can do by other method, but that is not mentioned one thing, and other one, it would be hard and more errors will occur. අපි ළමයි errors කරනවා multiplication වල. ඒ නිසා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම errors අඩු වෙන්න ගානට යන්න පුළුවන් හොඳම ක්‍රමය මේක. Right. Okay, that is fine. Now we move to the next question. Right. So they mentioned that mean through the model class. That is okay. Now Kumar, third question. Kumar owns a house assessed to be annual 40,000, has rented for a year. Right, Ravi, this month rent is this much. The relevant provincial council has 6% of the assessed annual value of the house as rate. Kumar to spend. Right. Now check there the answer. Okay, let me check. Okay, so we found that one. Okay, right. Calculate the rent by Ravi for 1 year. 1 year rent they are asking. A monthly rent is rupees 2,500. Okay, monthly rent is rupees 2,500. Then 2,500 monthly rent into 12, that gives you 25 into 12, that gives you 300, right? And then here two zeros there, so that gives you rupees 30,000. So that is the first answer. Then how much has to be paid as rate for a year? So rate is paid not by the annual rent, rate is paid from the annual assessed value of the property. So what is the annual assessed value of the property? That is 40,000. Of that, a percentage is charged. So what is the percentage they charge? That is 6% of the annual assessed value. Read the question. 6% of the annual assessed value. So 6%, you write percentage as a fraction, 6 upon 100 of mean in maths multiplication of, write the assessed annual value. Assessed annual value is 40,000 rupees. You apply 40,000. So you apply here the annual percentage. So the annual rate coming. Okay, then here two zeros simplified, and then it comes as 24 and two zeros, then rupees 2,400. That is the paid as rate for year, 6% of annual assessed value, right? Okay, then how much has to be paid for maintenance? They mentioned that for maintenance, right, 20% of rent on maintenance. So that there is a mistakes here, that to be mentioned 20% of the annual rent. We assume that from annual rent, 20% is we taken for the maintenance. Okay, then 20% means 20 upon 100 of mean multiplication of annual rent. Annual rent we found as 30,000, right? Then check from 30,000, 20% how much? Two zeros cancel. Then it comes as 2 into 3, 6, right? And here three zeros there. So now it comes as rupees 6,000, right? That is the paid to for maintenance. For maintenance. Okay, so here you have 2 marks, right? Then here you have 2 marks, so 3 marks, and here also you have 3 marks. Okay, the next part, how much the rent is Kumar left with at the end of the year after the relevant expenses are met? Right, so what are the income for Kumar? Income is the rent received, that is annual rent is 30,000 received, right? That is the cash into Kumar, right? Then what are the cash out from Kumar? He has to pay that rate for the municipal council, that is 2,400 plus. For the maintenance annually, he spent 6,000. So these are the two expenses. These are the one income. So the remained amount means from the income, they have to subtract all the expenditures, right? All the expenses, all the cash out, right? So you subtract this one from the income gain. So that means here 30,000 subtract. So here it comes as 6,000, 8,400, right? So 8,000, 9,600 there, from 9 to 30. 21, right? 21,600 rupees is balance. Okay, 30,000 subtract 8,400. Yes, 21,600. For that part, you have 2 marks there. Right, hands up those who got the 10 marks here. That is not much hard question regarding the percentage, the rate applications questions. Okay, right. If any doubt, you are free to ask. Okay, now we are moving to the next question. That is the question number 4. We see that this time also you have this kind of scale diagram questions. So wait. It says the rent, how much is left? Why is the rates taken here? Yes, Putta, rates taken here, Aikela Hanoa, why the rates taken here? See there. How much of the rent is Kumar left with at the end of the year after the relevant expenses are made? Right. So what are the relevant expenses are made? So here two expenses are discussed. First one, the rate also and expenses. Why? He has to pay annually for the municipal or the urban council the rate. Right. Rate is a cash out expense to him. And further, the maintenance is also expenses. So here they have further discussed in the upper questions rate to be paid and the maintenance to be done. So that we then you have to consider rate as a cash out expense. That's why we subtract the both the values. Okay. Right. So can send any questions. I can see all of your questions, although you cannot see. Uh, right. Now the next question. Draw a scale diagram. The most interesting questions to student, right? Scale diagram. The scale diagram according to the given information, where 2 meter represent 1 centimeter as a scale. So here this scale given, why this scale given? To take the distance correctly, to take the distance to the scale, right? So where the distance dealing, here only distance dealing here 8 meters. Okay, so when the scale given, you adjust the scale distance. These are the actual distance, you adjust to the scale. How? That means for 1 centimeter represent how many 2 meters in the actual. So this is the scale length and this is the actual length. Okay, now here we have actually 8 meter. For 2 meter if you had, then for 2 meter you take 1 centimeter. Then for 8 meter how many centimeters you take? For 2 meters 1, then 8 meter 2, how many parts of 2? Just 8 divided by this 2 meter. 8 divided by 2 means 4 centimeter. Understood? For each two you draw 1 centi, each two 1 centi. So here two parts for they are in 8 centimeters. Okay, then here you calculate in your scale diagram that length to be calculated in centimeters, that is 4 centimeters. Then you have to do. Okay, then I will tell you where you start the scale diagram and where you end in now. Okay, some students are in trouble where to start. I will tell you, follow that method. Okay, then I will move to the right. Now everyone clear, carefully see here. Right. So I have a rough sketch first. So I will show you the rough sketch. Okay, I have the rough sketch. Here you can see that. and this is given, and here 90, and here 60, right, and here 45 there. Okay, and then here the length we calculated as 4 centimeter, right? Then B, C, D, A. Make hondra balana, concentrate here. So you have equations of this scale diagram surely in 11 first term, 11 second term as well, right? Because it continues and it combined with the trigonometry in all levels. Sometimes PO scale diagram, sometimes a combination, sometimes PO trigonometry. Okay, right. Okay, now check where you start. Normally you have to start the diagram from a point where you know the distance, that is the better, right? First I draw a horizontal BC line, right? First you draw the horizontal line. Okay, this is my horizontal line, see carefully. So this is my horizontal line. Then I plot here perpendicular. I plot C here. The reason I know this distance is known from here to there. So known point you have to start. So I start with C. You can choose any point on the straight line C. So this is my point C. Then at the C point, I need to make a vertical line. Here you are allowed to use the protractors to measure the angle. Okay. Then I take the protractor and so I take the protractor, see there, I take the protractor and I measure 90-degree here. Okay, here I keep there and measure 90-degree line. Okay, then I draw a perpendicular line here, vertically there. Okay, along that is 90-degree. Then I can take 4 centimeter from here to here. Okay, take 4 centimeter and mark here. Then the T point taken, that is 4 centimeter. Okay, then here you have a horizontal line. So horizontal line is here the eye level, this one. So how to make a horizontal line? Here 90-degree there. So here also 90-degree should be there to make parallel. So you take the protractor here and make a 90-degree in this way and draw the horizontal line. Right. Without taking 90-degree, don't draw the line. Then sometimes it may be upward here, downward here, likewise. So take the 90-degree there and draw the line here. Right. But here that should be a dotted line. So you start here and make that dotted line as parallel to this one. Then take the protractor here and measure 45-degree. Right, you can measure the 45-degree. So how you measure the 45-degree? Keep their protractor. So here just to be mentioned by 45 here, but here the scale protractor is not correct, exactly correct. So here you mention 45-degree, imagine. Here you mark the point. Okay, here you marked and then you connect. This 45-degree line is drawn there. Okay, so 45 done. Okay, now what you have here again, you have 60-degree elevation on A. Right, then you draw the 60-degree elevation. You take the protractor here and make a 60-degree line. Okay, take the protractor here, keep in there and mark the 60-degree line here to here. So this is the 60-degree line. Okay, then you connect that 60-degree line there with here. This is the 60-degree line comes, right? Okay. Now you can see that two things where these two lines intersecting, right, shall satisfy the A point. So that A point lies here where intersect both two lines with the given angle. Okay. Now the A point is found, determined. Then from A point, you have to draw a perpendicular. Why here from AB line is perpendicular to BC? Right. ඔන්න ගොඩක් ළමයි වරද්දන්නේ. Here, most of the students take mistakes. Right. Why? Here sometimes they from starting here you cannot. Right. The reason from here to here that to be perpendicular. Now you have to take your compass to draw a perpendicular from an external point to a given straight line. So you are drawing from an external point to a line, a perpendicular. How to draw? So you take a compass, keep in there, make a bit more distance and make an arc. Okay, then keeping here, cut the arc, keeping there, cut the arc. Now what you do, you make that line right from here to here, you connect this one, then that is perpendicular, right? Then I draw this one, so this is perpendicular. Finally, the point B is determined. Okay, so see the path you run, C to D, right? Then this line, then this meeting satisfied A, then from a perpendicular drawn to the BC. Okay, so that's the answer. Right, hands up those who got this answer correctly and understood the question correctly. Right, so the scale diagram, you can practice it. Okay. So here then you can have the answers. How you can measure the distance here. The distance measure here, they are asking which value they are asking. They are asking find the length of AB. Find the using the scale diagram, find the length of AB. What is the length of AB? Can you give me the answer? Is it to AB? It's like around 19 meter, I think. AB as 19 meter if you take correctly. So plus or minus, right, 0.1 error acceptable, but other than that not acceptable. Okay, then they asking that angle, which angle they asking? The angle asking is DBC angle. So DBC, that means we have to connect this line DBC, connect this one and measure this angle that is given 36 degrees. Right, if you draw correctly, that should be 36 degrees, the second part. Okay, then the last part they are asking, find the length of AD should be 15.3 meters. So normally if they ask this distance, remember that they are not asking the scale length. They require the actual length. So how to take the actual length? So you measure the length, imagine AD measure that is by centimeters, but you require the meter length. Actual length they are asking. Then you know that 1 centimeter is 2 meter. So how to make the actual? Just multiply by 2. And what is the unit? Meter. Okay, because the scale says that 1 centimeter represent in actual 2 meters. So you measure that AD length, right, and then multiply it by 2. Then the unit is comes as the meters. Okay, right. So these are the answers approximately given, right? Okay, now we move to the next question. So that is done. Everyone in this paper, right, shall complete the scale diagram. Although a lot of students are afraid to do, but that is not much hard, right? Now we are moving to this question. I will do it within this question itself. Right now they are asking, right, given rectangle meet two suitable equations according to sides in terms of x and y. Right, now carefully see that here the two sides were opposites. Right, here two sides opposite in a rectangle. The concept is the opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. That's what the mathematical input you require to build up the equation. So here these opposite sides you equal the 2x plus y equal here the opposite sides 3y plus 4. So in a equation, in a simultaneous, you bring all the xy terms to a side and a constant at the another side. So you bring that 3y to this side, then it comes as 2x plus y minus 3y equal 4. Right, now 2x. Okay, y minus 3y means minus 2y equal 4. Okay, so further you can divide by 2 all the terms to simplify. 2x divided by 2 means x. 2y divided by 2 means y. 4 divided by 2 means 2. So that is not compulsory, but that is easy. So you divided by 2 both the sides. All the terms. That is the first equation. Okay. Then the other vertical opposite sides are also equal. Make equal them. Here x plus 3 equal here 3y minus 1. Okay, you can bring these terms here and these terms there. Then remember that if you bring this plus 3 to there, negative 4 comes. That is not wrong, but better bring these x terms here and bring this minus 1 to there. See, happen, change the signs. Here it comes there, here it goes there. Then here 3 plus 1 minus 1 comes as plus 1. Then x goes there as minus x, 3y minus x. So now I can write that 3y minus x equal 3 plus 1, 4. Right, this is second equation. Okay, right. So these are the two equations. Now the first part done, make two equations in terms of x and y. So you have 3 marks there for building up. Then find the length and breadth of rectangle by solving the above equation. Now see that x minus 1, 2, 3y minus x, 4. Now you can see here x coefficient 1, x coefficient also 1, but that is minus 1. They are same coefficient, but different sign here, plus 1 here, minus 1. So the different sign can be eliminated by adding the equation. So you can add these 1 and 2 equations together. Right, so you add 1 plus 2, see there. Then here left side x minus y, here left side 3y minus x equal right side addition 4 plus 4 addition happen. Then now here plus x minus x cancelled, 3y minus y means 2y equal 8. Just divide by 2 both the sides. Then y equal 8 divided by 2 means 4. So y equal 4, you got the answer. Then you need the x values, corresponding x values. So how to take the x values? You can substitute any of the above equation. You write y equal 4, right? Substituting 1 above. So you have to write these concepts, right? Then y equal 4, go there. X minus, for y you substitute 4 equal 2. Then x equal 4 plus 2. So x equal 6. Right, for finding x and y, 2 marks per each. That means 4 marks. Solving. Right, find the area of the rectangle. Find the length and breadth of the rectangle by solving the above equation. Length and the breadth of the rectangle you have to take. Right, some students just keep x and y and come back to the home. They are losing marks. Why? They are asking length and breadth. So substitute x and y here and find the length and breadth. So what is the length? Here 2x plus y. Oh, 3y plus 4. Both gives the same answer. So I take 3y plus 4. Why? Only y to be subjected. ඒ වගේ අපි අනින් වෙන්න ඕනේ. අපි අඩු steps ගන්නකින් without less steps to give to the answer. Y has 4 plus 4. Then 3 into 4, 12 plus 4, 16 centimeters. So that is the length. Then what is the breadth? Breadth is this one 3y minus, so x plus 3 better, x plus 3. So x is what? 6 plus 3. That gives you 9 centimeter. Okay, so that is fine. You found here 9 centimeter and here 16 centimeters. Okay, then find the area of the rectangle. Area equal length into breadth. So length found as 16 into breadth found as 9. Okay, then substitute and take the answer. 144. What is the unit? Square centimeters. Last 3 marks given to here. Okay, right. These are very good questions to do. Hands up those who got the 10 marks for this question. No one? Okay. Right. Everyone complete the paper and participate. Huh? Right. This one solve. Right. I will solve here. See that. 5 upon 2x, 2 into x plus 1, x plus 1. Right. This is an equation. Right. This is an equation where algebraic terms dealing. Algebraic terms dealing. Now check how to solve that once. The fractional mode there. So make the denominator equal of the left side. So how to do that one? So 5 upon 2 into x plus 1, right, minus 1 upon x plus 1 there. But here 2 there, but here 2 not there. I will take 2 by multiplying top and bottom. Then equal 3 upon 8. Okay, now here 2 into x plus 1 came on denominator. Taken the same denominator. Now here 5 subtract 2. 5 subtract 2 is what? 3. Equal 3 upon 8. ඔන්න මම ට්‍රික් එකක් කියලා දෙන්නම්. A level maths වලදී අපි පාවිච්චි කරනවා. හැබැයි මේක O level වලටත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. You can use for the O level exam also. No problem. Whenever from the equal marks, both fractional modes they are, all the multiplication should be there. Then same level value can be simplified. On the top, same level can simplify. Bottom same level can simplify. See this simplification. Here 3 can simplify with here 3, same level. But whenever some addition, subtraction part there, you cannot do it. Now check here 2 and 8 also can simplify. 2, 1, 2, 4. Now here what's the answer remained? 1 upon x plus 1 equal here 1 upon 4. Okay. Now cross multiply. So this one 4 by 1 and this one by x plus 1. 1 into x plus 1 means x plus 1. 4 into 1. 4 into 1 means what? 4. Okay. Then subject x as 4 plus 1 goes to there minus 1. So x equal 3. Right. For that one you have 3 marks there. Understood? Right. If you are not okay with that simplification, just cross multiply and simplify. But when you simplify in that way, the equation is further simplified. So this multiplication would be reduced. Right. But I am not much influencing you to do that one, because some students do this one in some addition subtraction part also there, then that is wrong. Only the two fractional mode with multiplication only both the sides. Okay. Okay, fine. Now we move to the part B. So here 3 marks. Find the area of the square and the rectangle separately. So area of the square, you can take that length into breadth. So x centimeter into x centimeter, right? Then x into x becomes x squared. Unit is square centimeters. Okay. Then area of the rectangle is, right, length into breadth. So what is the length? X plus 6 into breadth. Breadth is x plus 4. Okay, now you can remove the bracket. X plus 6 into x plus 4. So x into x and x into 4. Then 6 into x and 6 into 4. So x into x mean x squared, x into 4 mean plus 4x, then plus 6 into x mean plus 6x, then plus 6 into 4 means 24. Okay, now you can add x squared, 4x plus 6x you can add, 4 plus 6, 10x, right, then plus 24. Okay, so this is the answer of the area of the rectangle and this is the area of the square. Okay, so you have here 2 marks and here 2 marks. Then they are asking if the area of the rectangle is equal to 2 times of the area of the square. Area of the rectangle, yes, you take that area of the rectangle. What is that? X squared area of the rectangle. If the area of the rectangle area is x squared plus 10x plus 24 is equal to 2 times of the area of the square. Area of the square is x squared. 2 times of that means just 2x squared. So this area equal 2 times of the square area. Okay. Then construct a quadratic equation. So this is the equation, but all the terms to be taken to a one side and make it as ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 format. Okay, all the x squared terms at the sides and 0 at the side. So you can bring all these terms to the right side. Then 2x squared, these comes there, then signs change, minus x squared minus 10x minus 24 equal 0. Okay, now you can see that 2x squared minus 2x squared 2x squared minus x squared mean x squared minus 10x, right, minus 24 equals 0. So that is the quadratic equation. You have 2 marks to build up that one. Then solve the above equation and find the length and breadth of the rectangle. So that is the quadratic equation. So the trinomial quadratic expression left side. So you have to factorize it. So how to factorize it? Just minus 24 x square and minus 24, this constant term, multiply with the x square terms, then it comes as minus 24 x squared. Okay, then product to be minus and the sum to be, right, minus 10x. Okay, sum to be minus 10x. Product minus means one to be positive and one to be negative. Then the difference comes as the 10x, but the difference minus 10x. Now you check difference 10 and product 24. What is the pair? 24 product, difference 10, 12 into 2. 12 into 2, 24, difference is 10, but difference to be negative 10 mean the bigger value we offer the negative sign, then 12 comes to the negative and 2 comes to the positive. Now check the condition, 12 into 2, 24, when you add each negative 10x build up. Okay, now you write x squared plus 2x minus 12x, right, minus 24 equals 0. Now you take the 2 by 2 common factors, x taken out, x plus 2 minus 12 taken out, then x plus 2 equals 0. Now here you take an x plus 2 right out, then here x minus 12 equals 0. Okay, now a product becomes 0. In mathematics, if two products equal means either one to be equal 0. Then x plus 2 you write x plus 2 equals 0. Oh, right. The other one x minus 12 equal 0. Here you subject x as negative 2. Okay, then here you subject x as positive 12. But you know that x is a length of the square. So you write x is a length. X is a length. So therefore, x greater than 0. So then you chase x as 12 centimeter. You reject that negative to answer. You have to write this logic. At least x greater than 0. You have to write it. Okay, fine. Okay, then so find length and breadth of the rectangle. So you found x, but they ask in the length and breadth of the rectangle, length and breadth. So the length given x plus 6, breadth given x plus 4. So length x plus 6, right, and breadth x plus 4. Just substitute x value. X as 12, 12 plus 6 comes as 18 centimeter, and here 12 plus 4 comes as 16 centimeter. Okay, so here 18, here 16. Fine. So here you have the last marks, 6 marks for this one there. Right. බලන්න paper එක සාමාන්‍ය balance paper එකක්. This is balance paper, not much hard. You can simply catch the questions. Okay, right. So we completed that the sixth question. Now we are moving to the seventh question. Right. Now check the nth term of an arithmetic progression, right, given as, right, given as 3n plus 2. What's the nth term means? That is a general term. You can find out any terms using the general term. So n means any term, any value like 10, 20, 50, whatever, any is reasonable, any input, right? Right. Then as per that input, you can find out any terms. That's the way of doing using the general term. So now first three terms means how to take the first term, right? To take the first term in as substitute as the 1. So you substitute 3 into 1 plus 2, then that gives you 3 into 1, 3 plus 2, 5. So that is the first term. Okay, then how to take the second term in as 2, substitute, then 3 into 2 plus 2, then that gives you 3 into 2, 6 plus 2, 8. Okay, that is the second term. Third term in as 3, 3 into 3 plus 2, 9 plus 2, that gives as the 11. Okay, then 5, 8, 11 are the values. Okay, so for that one, you have 3 marks there for finding the terms. Then in this progression, which term is 62? Now they have given a term and asking which term is that. That means n asking. Term given, n asking. So you know that the equations deal Tn equal 3n plus 2. Tn means the term. Now term given in asking. So for term you substitute now 62 equal 3n plus 2. Okay. Then subject n. How to subject n? Just plus 2 there. I bring this plus 2 to this sides. Then it is minus 2 equal 3n. So 3n equal 62 minus 2 means 60. Right. Just divide by 3 both the sides. Then n equal 20. N equal 20. Understood? Right. So n as 20, then you can find, you found that which term is that? That is the 20th term. You write 20th term. Then how many terms starting from the first term that should be added to get the sum of 185? Now dealing with sum. So this is called which progression? Now you can see, look into that. 5, 8, 11 means 3 being added to each term. So when you write the progression, 5, 8, 11 and continue so on. Okay. Now think that, so this is what progression? This is arithmetic progression. So in an arithmetic progression, right, a sum is given, right? Sum of a certain terms, we do not know, sum of certain terms given as 185. They are asking until which term you have to add to get such kind of sum. So now you have to think what they have given and what they are asking. So given thing now in this progression, what are the things you know? The first term you know now, a as 5. Okay, then the difference we can take 8 subtract 5. So that gives you 3 difference known, and they ask him up to which terms to add. N doesn't know, and then Sn given sum of the term, right? Sum of term as 85. So Sn given, remember they are dealing with the sum, Sn 185. Okay, then we have to do Sn application, right? So we have two formula for Sn equal n upon 2 into a plus l, whenever you know the last term of the considerable region. But here last term not known, right? Then you have to apply the general formula, that is called Sn equal n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, I apply this one. Sn now known 185. Right now they are asking n upon 2 into 2a plus a is what, 5 plus n minus 1 into d. Difference is, what is that difference? 3. Okay, now simplify. 185 equal n upon 2 into 2 into 5, 10 plus here 3 into n, 3n minus 3. Okay, now you have 185 equal n upon 2 into 10 minus 3 means 7 plus 3n. 7 plus 3n. Now you can multiply by 2 to cancel 2 here. Then 2 into 185. 370 equal, right here 2 cancelled, n into 7 plus 3n. Okay, now remove the bracket and bring all the term at the sides. Then 3n is squared plus 7n, right, minus 370 equal 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic you are taking for this finding the terms here of the question number 7. Right, so here as a quadratic equation, it is factorized as, right, that which difficult 3n plus, right, 3n plus 37, right, and uh, n minus 10 equals 0. Right, you can multiply these two and as a normal quadratic equation, you have to factorize this 3n plus 37 into n minus 10, that are the factors of it. Then here you can see that by this one you take a negative value for n, and that is not divisible exactly by that is not a whole number as well as negative. Then this is the factor you are taking the n minus 10 equal 0, then you take n as positive 10. So you write here n is greater than 0 as well as it is, or you can write n not greater than 0. The better answer, n is a positive whole number. You can write n is element of z plus. So that is the better logic. Z plus. Why? N is a positive whole number. Right. So then you take the 10th. You have to add up to 10th term. Okay, that is bit different question dealing that one. Okay, right. Now we are moving to the next question. Question 8 missing, right? Okay. I will do the question number 18 now. Right, now check the question number 8. Right, construct a triangle BCD where BC equals 6, CD equals 5, and BCD equals 60. Right, now check there. I draw BC equals 6 centimeters. So you will make a free line, okay, and then mark BC as here B and here C as 6 centimeters. Okay, BC as 6 centimeter. Okay, then CD as 5 centimeter, BC. There, CD 5. From C starting, make a 5 centimeter line, arc. Okay. You make the arc taking to the product compass 5 centimeter, make an arc. Okay, that is having 5 centimeter somewhere here. Okay, then you have the BC, find BC 6 centimeter, then BCD 60, BCD 60. Now you can draw BCD 60 mean at the C vertex you can make a 60-degree line. So you make an arc and then cut this same distance, connect this one. Then you can see that 60-degree line. Okay. Then you can see that from here taken later, you can take the distance C and take 5 centimeter arc. So that is the D point. So CD should be 5 centimeter. Right now the triangle is constructed. So now you connect these 2 points B and D. Okay, now the triangle is done. So here 5 centimeter done. Okay. Right, then draw a straight line segment which is parallel to CD through B. Parallel to CD through B. That means the line shall comes in this manner. So how to make a parallel line to this line passing through B? So remember the geometry theorems, right? If two lines parallel means they are alternate angle equal, corresponding angle equal. So what I can do, I will copy this angle there as an Z-shaped angle, right? Then if I copy the same angle here and here, then these two lines should be parallel. So how to do that one? So here I have drawn 60, that is not, then you can build up 60 here. How? Just make an arc, okay, keep there and cut the arc. Okay, now you connect this one because that is 60 known. Otherwise, just copy an angle here. You know the copy an angle theorem. Okay, then that is the line you drew parallel. Okay, fine. You also 60, right? Now, CD through B, construct a parallelogram ABCD where A is in the above the parallel line. A is above the parallel line, right? මේ හරි A B C D කියන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ A ඉන්නවා කියලා ගමු. So how to draw a parallelogram? The condition, you have 6 centimeter there, you have 5 centimeter there. So imagine this line is just produced here, right? Okay, so what is the feature of a parallelogram here? You have to remember, this is 5 centimeter. The opposite side should be equal. This also should be 5 centimeter. You take this 5 centimeter mark into your compass and keep in there and mark this 5 centimeter in this same side. So you then determine the point A, just these two sides equal, right? As well as now it parallel, right? Just now connect A and D by using a straight edge. So connect A and D. Then what happen eventually, right? This is also parallel, right? And this is also parallel to this one. Okay, that is a parallelogram. Okay, construct the circumcircle of BCD. BCD circumcircle. That creating circle is in grade 11 maths. Grade 11 maths, the circumcircle. So I will tell you how to do that one, but that is a part of grade 11 which is not learned yet. Okay, circumcircle means the circle which pass through the three vertex of this triangle. Three vertex of this triangle. So how to do that one? You have to make two perpendicular bisector of any two sides. Any two sides perpendicular bisector. But at the moment, see that just here I take and here I cross. Right, you drew the perpendicular bisector here as well as you can draw here perpendicular bisectors. Right, then you can make this perpendicular bisector and then connecting point is the center of the circle, and then you take the length to any vertex as the radius, and then you have to draw the circle so that shall pass through the vertex of this A, B, C, D. That is called the circumcircle. So can draw precisely. This is not like a circular shape, but you can draw it circumcircle, and further we will learn that one in grade 11. Okay. Okay, so each part you have 2 marks. That's how the 10 marks allocated. Okay, construction is fine. Except circumcircle, you can do all the parts. Right, now move to the question number 9 there. So I will show you the question number 9 here itself. Right, everyone see here, this is a good question. Geometry, right? You know that in mathematics, right, most of the students, right, not doing question in O-level paper is the geometry, the second paper geometry. Okay, so that's we have the evaluation papers. You can also search the evaluation of O-level maths this year. You can see the most answering question is what, less answering question is what, the mostly wrong question is what. Likewise, we can see it. Okay, so if you touch the geometry very well, so that would be the very easiest part to you. Why? It doesn't take much time to do, right? It doesn't more any having more any simplifications, more any algebra there. Just the logic, thinking part to develop. Chess adhinawa wage වැඩක්, right? So you have to improve it, right? I suggest you to do the both geometric questions in the papers, right? Take that ability from this year onwards, and further you know that you will have the exams by this year end, maybe December, right? Then this is your year now, January. Okay, so take this paper class as a serious, and then everyone complete the papers prior to the class and take the discussion. If take any mistakes, incorrect answers, right, do it again in your book, right? Especially the incorrect answer, again redo, right? With the discussion, listen and carefully understand and redo it, right? So some students will learn the last 11 months mathematics in whole life. Because someone not dealing with the A-level maths or science, or they will deal with other subjects, right? Then they will not, never learn such kind of maths. So take that final opportunity in your life to learn maths. Okay, and this is the main important year, and the another 2 year A-level 2 years. This is like a game to you to polish your path. හරි පුතා, මේක ඔයාගේ පාත් එක ක්ලියර් කරගන්න තියෙන හොඳම අවුරුදු 3 ජීවිතේ. ජීවිත කාලේ ඉතුරු හරියම අපි කියන්නේ බැලන්ස් ලයිෆ් එකම අපි කොහොමද ගත කරන්නේ, කවුද වෙන්නේ, මොන වගේ ප්‍රොෆෙෂන් එකක්ද කරන්න කියන එක තීරණය කරන අවුරුදු 3 තියෙන්නේ. මොකද මේ අවුරුද්දේ O level ඊට පස්සේ A level. දැම්ම තියලම තමන් පාත් එක ක්ලියර් කරගන්න. මම යන්නේ මෙතෙන්ට, මම මේකයි කරන්නේ. ඒක දැම්මම ක්ලියර් කරගන්න. හරි. ඒතර තමන්ට මේ හම්බෙලා තියෙන විශේෂයෙන්ම රයිට් ආර්ථික අපහසුතා තියෙන අයට සහ සාමාන්‍ය අපි කියන්නේ මිඩල් ලෙවල් ළමයින්ට ගොඩාක් අසීමාන්තික මුදලක් තියෙනවා නම් දැන් ඒ ලෙවල් පාත් එක බැරි වුණත් වෙන ඔප්ෂන්ස් තියෙනවා ප්‍රයිවට් යුනිවර්සිටි එහෙම නැත්නම් එහෙම ඕවර්සීස් ගිහිල්ලා ඩිග්‍රී අරගෙන එහෙම එන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අපි කියන්නේ බහුතරයක් ඉන්නේ මිඩල් ක්ලාස් ළමයි, අසීමාන්තික සල්ලියක් උපයන අය නෙමෙයි. එතකොට ඒ අයට යන්න තියෙන හොඳම ලේසිම පාත් එක තමයි මේ এডুকেෂන් එක. හරිද? ඒ නිසා හැමෝම මේ ඔපචුනිටි එක ගන්න. කියන්නේ තමන්ට තමන්ගේ හැකියාව උරඟා බලන්න තියෙන අවස්ථාවක්. මේ අධ්‍යාපනය කියන්නේ. ඒක අවාසනාවකට අද රටේ බහුතරයක් ළමයි ඒකේ ප්‍රයෝජනෙ ගන්නේ නැහැ. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ නිසා තමන්ටම පුළුවන් තමන්ගේ ශක්තියෙන් තමන් කොතනට යන්නද කියන එක තීරණය කරන්න. අපිට අපිට අපේ ගමන කාටවත් බලපන්න බෑ. පැහැදිලිද? අපිම තමයි තීරණය කරන්නේ අපි කොතෙන්ටද යන්නේ කියලා. ඒක කරන්නත් පුළුවන් ඔයාට. නොකර ඉන්න පුළුවන්ත් ඔයාට. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම මේ ශක්තිය ගන්න, මට පුළුවන් කියන ශක්තිය අරගෙන මේ අවුරුදු 3 හරියට වැඩ කරන්න, ගේම් ගන්න. මේක ගේම ගැහුවොත් මං කිව්වේ තමන් ගාව ඉන්න යාළුවා අනාගතේ ඉංජිනේර්, ડોක්ටර්, රයිට් ලෝයර්, right, teacher, right, judge. මේ හැම ප්‍රොෆෙෂන් එකක්ම තීරණය කරන්නේ මේ අවුරුදු 3 තමා කැප වෙන ප්‍රමාණය මත. ඇදුර සමහර ඉංජිනේරින් ෆැකල්ටියට යන්න පුළුවන්. ගියාට පස්සේ ඌ අනිවාර්යෙන් ඉතින් කැම්පස් එකේ හිටියොත් අවුට් වෙලාම තමයි එන්නේ කලාතුරකින්. ඉතින් ගියේම නැතුව අයින් වුණොත් මිසක නැත්තම් මේ අවුරුදු 3 පැන්නුවට පස්සේ ඊටු ටික අමාරුයි තමයි. හැබැයි ඉතින් ඒක ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක් වෙලාම තමයි ඌ එළියට එන්නේ. ඒ නිසා මේ ඒක හොඳට ඔලුවට දාගන්න. විශේෂයෙන් මම අර කිව්වේ අපි බහුතරයක් ඔබ මම ඇතුළු බහුතරයක් මිඩල් ක්ලාස් ලෙවල් අය ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ හැමෝටම මේ chance එක හම්බුනේ අධ්‍යාපනයෙන්. ඒ නිසා ඒක හරියට පාවිච්චි කරන්න. ඒක අපතේ අරින්න එපා. සමහර ළමයින්ට මේක මැණිකක් වගේ. right. එතකොට මේ මැණික විසි කරන්න එපා. ඒක පාවිච්චි කරන්න හොඳම කාලේ දැන්. අපි high ඉඳලා මේ ආපු ගමන 6 7 8 9 කිසිම අපිට ටාගට් එකක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. දැන් තමයි ටාගට් ඇවිල්ලා Tamanට එක්සෑම් එකක් ෆේස් වෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා ඒක හරියටම කරන්න. හරියටම පේපර් ක්ලාස් වලට සම්බන්ධ වෙලා පේපර් සෙට් එක හරියටම කරගන්න. මේ පාර ලියන ළමයින්ගේ පේපර් 49 යන්නේ මම. ඒතොර එයාලට 60ක් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඔයාලගේ දැන් අපි 24 ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් ඔයාලා ඒකට එන්න ඔයාලගේ තේ මට්ටමටම යන්න පුළුවන්. 60කට 70කට. ඉතින් මේ වගේ පේපර් ප්‍රමාණයක් කරනවා කියන්නේ අනිත් එක මේවා අර සීනි බෝල වගේ ගණන් දාලා ඔයාලව සැටිස්ෆයි කරන්න හදපු පේපර්ස් නෙමෙයි. එහෙම කළා වැඩක් නැහැ. එහෙම නැත්තම් ප්‍රශ්න 5ක් 6ක් අරගෙන කළා වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒක අමාරුයි තමයි පැය දෙකක් අහගෙන ඉන්න. හැබැයි කැපකිරීම ඔබ විභාගේ ලියන දවසට තමයි ඒක දැනෙන්නේ අපිට මේක කොච්චර ලේසිද අපි ගණන් හදලානේ ඉන්නේ දැන් අපිට ප්‍රැක්ටිස් මේක කියන එක. හරි ඒ නිසා ඒක හොඳට හිතර ගන්න හැමෝටම හොඳ ලෙවල් එකකට එන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ කිරීම හරහා තමයි. අපිත් අද ඉගෙන ගත්තේ නැත්තම් මේ තැනට එන්නේ නැහැ ෂුවර් එකටම. ඉගෙන ගත්ත නිසා තමයි යුනිවර්සිටි ගිහිල්ලා මෙහෙම යම් මට්ටමකට ඉන්නවා නම් ඉන්නේ. ඒ නිසා මම කියනවා ඔයාලටත් හැමෝම ඒක හොඳට ඔලුවට දාගෙන හොඳට වැඩ ටික කරන්න. එච්චරයි ඕනේ. වෙන බයිලා ගහලා වැඩක් නැහැ අපි පන්ති වල වැඩයි ඕනේ. මොකද අනිත් දේවල් වලින් අපිට ගොඩ යන්න බෑ. right. ඒ කාල සීමාව තුළ වැඩ ටික කරන්න. අනිත් ක්ලාස් තෝරගද්දි වැඩම කරන පන්ති සෙට් එකකට යන්න. මොකද මේ මාස 11 වෙන බහුභූත කෙලලා බුල ගහලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකේ හරියටම වැඩ ටික කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට විභාගෙ ගිහපුවාම ඒවා මොකවත් විභාගෙට එන්නේ නැහැ. එන්නේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් කන්ටෙන්ට් එක. ඒ නිසා ඒකටම සෙට් වෙන්න. right. නැත්නම් අපි අපරාධයක් කරන්නේ. සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක ක්වොලිටියටම හරියටම ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන ගානක් හදන මට්ටමට. දැන් Tamanට තේරෙනවානේ දැන් 11 වසරට ඉන්නකොට මේ කතා කරන ගණන් ඒ ලෙවල් එකේ නෑ. ඒවා හරි ලේසි. ඒවා කරාටම අපිට විභාගේ පාස් වෙන්න බෑ. දැන් ඔයාලා ලොකු ළමයිනේ. ඒක ඇඟට අරගෙන මම කියන්නේ අනිත් සබ්ජෙක්ට් උත් හරියටම හදා ගන්න, ගොඩ දා ගන්න. හරි? right. මම හිතන්නේ අනිත් අයටත් තේරෙන්නේ නැති අපිට මේ සිංහල ලැන්ග්වේජ් එක තේරෙන්නේ නැති අයත් ඉන්නවා. Putha, so I normally told that everyone to push this 11 months, right, to do your best to make the benefit of this learning these 3 years. You have only these 3 years to make your effort to enter your university or any other courses. But so take this opportunity and work hard. Without anything, right, focus the subject content and the learning. You have just only having 11 months period maximum, right? Okay, now we are moving to the question. Here an arc is given, right, which center C, here arc, so that means the big semicircle center is C. That means this two sides equal. Okay, whenever you see this information, mark it. Right, otherwise you will not see the coefficients. So these two radius as well as in the bigger semicircle, this is also radius. These two lines equal, this line equal. Right, now you can see that this is a diameter of the semicircle, is small semicircle, then here subtend is 90 degree. Okay, so this is how I marked. Why? From the diameter, subtend on the circumference is 90 degree. Then here from BC chord, this is the angle at the sector, and here also the angle at the sector. We call the same sector angle. So here 21 means here also 21. What is the reason? Same sector angle. Okay. Then here 21 mean here also 21. What is the reason? These two sides equal the same radius. Two sides equal mean the opposite angles are equal. So here it comes as 21. Now we will check the question. Find the value of ACE. ACE. This angle is asking what is that angle. Now you can see, mark the diagram, the values, and further you have to explain the reason. This is second paper oriented question. Without reasoning, they will not accept the answer. They will reduce the marks. Okay, this is how you write it. This angle equal this angle. You write the name and 21. What is the reason? Same sect angle. Then this angle equal this angle. What is the reason? EC equals CD within the bracket, the same radius of the circle. Then you write this angle name, this equals sum of these two. What is the theorem? 21 plus 21, that is 42. What is the theorem? So first answer is 42. What is the reason? Exterior angle theorem. Exterior angle theorem of ECD triangle. Understood? I think you can write it down. I explain the reasoning. This one, same sector. This one, sides equal. Then this plus this equal this one, exterior angle theorem. Find the magnitude of ABC, give reason. ABC, give reason. This is 90 degree. That is the theorem says from the diameter, the angle obtained on the sector is 90 degree. From the diameter, the angle obtained on the sector is 90 degree. Okay. Then find the magnitude of CBD. CBD, they are asking CBD to find. CBD means CBD, this angle is asking, I write it as X. Now check here, what is the value of X? uh, this is 21, this is 21, this is my view. Consider this AB, right, D triangle, okay. Then here 21, 21, and here, right. The total angle you can find out. How? 21 plus this angle equal 180. So from 180, just subtracts these two, right? What is that two? 42. Then it gives you 138. 138 is the sum of these two. They are 90. This is 90 value. From this, just subtracts 90 degree. Right here, 8. Then 13 minus 9, 40, 48. 48. So that CBD is 48 degrees. Okay. So that is the answer. Just state the geometry. See that how it easy? Right. Okay, now we are moving to the question number 10. Right. In the parallelogram ABCD, right, I will draw it in whiteboard. Everyone see this last equation is very important. You know that the geometry and the set equation are there, and here having some interesting parts there. Okay, right now a parallelogram given. Okay, this is a parallelogram. Okay, this is a parallelogram. So what is the parallelogram given here? ABCD. In the parallelogram ABCD, right? This is the parallelogram ABCD. here ABCD parallelogram. Okay, and then here the bisector of the angle A and B. Angle A bisector means right a straight line exactly running here at the bisector. Okay, this is the bisector, and here B bisector means here the bisector. Okay, so that means this part is equal to this part, right? And here this part is equal to this part. Okay, these two equal. A and B meet at R. Here R. Okay. The parallel lines AB and AD drawn through R to the sides DA, right? So here the parallel lines through this one. Okay, one is there, and here parallel line through this one. Okay, so that is parallel here, as well as here parallel here. Okay, so that is given here also, that's same. Right, so this is the question given, right? These two parallel, and DA and BA meet P and Q. So here P and here Q. This is the diagram, right? Prove that. පැහැදිලිද diagram එක ඇඳපු විදිය මේක ඉතාම වැදගත්. මේක ඇඳ ගන්න එක ගොඩක් ළමයින්ට බෑ. Right. Right. Now check what are the questions they are asking. Okay, Puta, we will do that one, sure. AQRP is a parallelogram. AQRP, they are asking to show that is a parallelogram. Yes, that is a parallelogram. Why? Here, these two sides parallel. These two sides parallel. So, what is the reasons? AQ parallel, PR. What is the reason? That is given. Okay, given in the question. And then AP parallel QR, that is also given. Then you can say that, therefore, AQRP is a parallelogram. What is the reason? Parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel. Under the condition, opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Okay, so that is fine. Then AP equal PR, the next condition they are asking AP equal PR. Right, now check here. Right, this angle equal to this angle. See there, why it equal? This is two lines parallel, then alternate angle is a shape angle. Okay, these two equal. Now you can see these two equal. Why? This is the AR is the bisector of this angle. This part were equal. Now this equal, this one alternate angle. Then now you can see these two angles equal. Two angle equal mean the opposite sides are equal. That means this side part equal this side part. So what is the conditions there? So this side's part equal this side's part. How you can write it? You can write here PAR angle equal here RAQ angle. Why the reason? AR is the angle bisector. Angle bisector. Right, then you can say that QAR or the RAQ equal here PRA angle. So what is the reason? Alternate angle since line parallel, since PR parallel AQ. Right, නිකං alternate කරලා ලියන්න එපා. Right, lines parallel වුණාම තමයි alternate equal වෙන්නේ. Right, so now you can see therefore PAR angle equal PRA angle. Okay, so that is having the axioms, actually axioms. Why? To same quantity, the other quantities are equal, then that quantities are equal, then you can write down therefore P equal PR. Why? If two angles equal, the opposite sides are equal. So now we call this one. The next part they ask in AP equal PB. AP equal PB. Yeah, the PB. AP equal PB. AQ, AQ equal මෙතනදි වෙන්න ඕනේ AQ equal QB. AP නෙමෙයි AP මෙහෙනේ AP equal AQ. බලන්න. අතනද අපිට මාරනවා DA and BA. DA and BA at P and Q. මේකේ ගානේදී පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් වුණේ AP equal PB නෙමෙයි. බලන්න ගාන AQ equal QR. AQ equal QR කියලා වෙන්න ඕන මේක. right මේක හැදෙන්න ඕනේ AQ equal QR. ගාන පොඩි වැරද්දක් තියෙනවා. AQ equal QR. මෙයා මෙයාට equal කියලා පෙන්වන්න කියනවා. කොහොමද අපි පෙන්වන්නේ? ඒකත් අර විදිහටම පුළුවන්. දැන් මේ පැත්තෙන් මෙයාට alternate නිසා මේ දෙන්න equal වෙනවා මේ. These two equal, but these two equal, then these two equal means this sides equal this side. අර method එකමයි. මේ කොටසට සමානයි. බලන්න ආපු විදිය here equal here angle bisector, then here equal here alternate angle since these two line parallel, then these two angle equal mean the opposite sides equal. මේක ගන්න correct කරගන්න AQ equal QR. Right, then they are asking PQRB is a parallelogram. PQRB is a parallelogram. So this is the parallelogram. So you connect these two this line. So this to be as a parallelogram. Now we have already this line parallel, this line. Two lines parallel, two pairs parallel. If I can prove that this side equal this side, then I am okay. Why? I can say that then one pair is parallel as well as equal. Right. දැන් මට කියන්න පුළුවන් මෙහෙම මෙතනින් ඔන්න බලන්නකෝ හොඳට බලන්න. So this angle equal this angle. I make the cross mark. Why? This cross comes this cross. Why? Alternate angle since these two lines parallel. Okay. Now you can see here cross mark means these two angles equal. That means this side equal this side. Okay, fine. Now eventually what happened? Right. We prove that මෙතන පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා මෙන්න මේ sides දෙක මෙතන PQ එක ඉස්සල්ලා එකෙත් අකුරු මාරු වෙන්න ඕනේ right ඒක දැනට මතක තියාගන්න මේකෙන් මේක equal වුණා මේ sides දෙක equal these two sides equal mean then then this is a parallelogram. We prove it this is a parallelogram. No, yes, now it's okay. This side equal this sides. Why? These two angle equal, then this side and this side equal, as well as this is opposite sides of this parallelogram. You can apply the same symbol. This sides also equal, then eventually these two sides equal and these two sides parallel. One pair parallel and equal, then that is a parallelogram. So what's the condition you use? One pair is equal and parallel, right? That is the condition. Okay, right. ගෙදර ගිහින් ආයෙ පාරක් එක බලන්න ඒකේ උත්තරේ ගන්න පුළුවන් එන්නේ. Right, now we are moving to the question number 11. Remember that is very important set question. A lot of students having some troubles here. I will teach you how to do that question. Right, now check here. Right. A and B are two sets where NA this one, NA union B equal NB equal 20. Find NA intersection B. Right. For this kind of questions, you know that the general formula in A union B is how much? Right. There is a formula. Learn this formula precisely. What is the NA union B refers? Right. Now check. I will move to the green board. Uh, Now understand, in A union B dealing formula, remember, in A union B equal NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. Remember forever. Right. What is that? Tell me. NA union B equal NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. Okay. Then substitute what are the given values. So here they are asking what? Find NA intersection B. NA union B given as 20. Okay. NA given as 12 as well as NB given as 20 minus NA intersection B. Okay, then bring this NA intersection B and bring this 20 there. Then NA intersection B equal, right, 20 plus 12 minus 20. Okay, 20 cancelled. NA intersection B comes as, right, 12. Okay, so that is the answer. So what's the formula you use? Remember forever, NA union B equal NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. Okay, so that is the formula used, right? Now I move to the Venn diagram. See the Venn diagram now. So this is the, and here we have two sets. Okay, so here they mentioned that out of 120 students, right, who sat the exam, so universal set 120, okay, the sigma 120, fine. Then here they are discussing about the student who pass in mathematics and science, right? Then I label the set as the students pass mathematics, students pass maths, right? Then students pass science. Okay, that are my subset. Students pass science. Okay, now check. Out of 120 students, 40% of the students who pass in mathematics but fails in science. Pass mathematics is this one, but that do not pass the science. That means it that cannot intersect with the pass science, means outside. That means only pass maths region. The way they have mentioned, reader, see that they have mentioned that language pass mathematics but fail science. Fail science mean outside of the pass science set this side, but pass math only this region belongs to that. Then 40% of 120 you calculate 40 upon 100 into 120. Then how much that is? 1, that is 48. 48 comes to there, this region. Okay, then 60 of them fail in science. Fail in science mean here the pass science set, except that complement of science set. That means outside everything of this science set is 60. So here now outside of the science set 48, they are then outside of the science mean the other range here. Then for that part here it having 12 to make 60 or totally. Okay, then the next point, 3/4 part of them pass either only one of the above exam, either one only, right? 3/4 of the part of the pass, 3/4 part. 3/4 of the part means 3/4 of 120. Check how much. 4, 1, 4, 3, 30 into 3, 90. So 90 have passed only one subject. So we are the only one subject region. This is only one subject region. This is one subject region. Maths only, here science only. Here maths and science both passed. So here 48. So 90 to be there only one subject people. From 90 subtract 48. Then that gives you 42, right? 42. Okay, now calculate this one. So this all to be 120, then 48, 40, 90, then here 12, 90, 12 means 102, 18 there. So 18 there here. Okay, that is the Venn diagram. Okay, represent the above Venn diagram. That is fine. Using the Venn diagram, how many students who pass both exam? Both exam is this 18 region. So that question answer is 18, both science and maths. Right. Then they are asking about express the students who pass in mathematics as a percentage of total students. Who pass mathematics is the total element of this set. What is total element? 48 plus 18, right? As what percentage? Percentage of total students is 120. So here it comes as a percentage, just multiply with 100%. From 120 this much, if that's so 100%. 66 upon 120 into 100%. How much? Just 0 cut, 2 6, 2 33, then 33 into 2 3, 55%, right? 55% dealing that answer. Got it? 55% is there. හරි නේද? Right. මේක ආවද ළමයි? Right. That's okay. Right. Then they asking the last question. Shade the region student who passes in science but fail in maths. Who passes in science but fail in maths. That means only science region. That is the only science region. So this is the only science region. Passes in science but fail in maths. Right. Okay, fine. So that is the total questions there. Now we move to the last question of the paper. Right, see everyone. Right, now check here the questions they are right. So what they're asking here now, find the volume of a semi-cylinder vessel. Semi-cylinder vessel, they're asking to find the volume. Now check here. So this is a semicircular cylinder. So, but that is having a uniform cross section. So what is the uniform cross section? The uniform cross section is this one. Okay, this is a uniform cross section and into the length, that is a solid. If you do not know like a semi cylinder, no problem, think that having a uniform cross section or not. This is a uniform cross section, it continue here. So you know that the volume of such solid equal the cross sectional area into the length of that solid. Okay, so what is the cross sectional area? This is the diameter 21. Okay, then radius is half of that. Then take the area of this cross section is a semicircle. You know that semicircle is half into 5 as 22 upon 7 into r squared, but r is 21 upon 2. That's the diameter upon 2, r into r, 21 upon 2. That is the cross sectional area, half 5r squared into the length of that prism, that is 30 centimeter. Okay, now you can simplify 7 1 7 3. So 2 1 2 11. Okay, then 2 1 2 15. Now check the volumes there. So now it comes as 3 into 21 into 15 divided by 2. It gives like 472.5 right cubic centimeters. Isn't it? Hands up those who got this answer. Volume of the semi-cylindrical vessel. Anyone? Did anyone take here? වැරදුනාද? වැරදිලානේ පොඩ්ඩක් වැරදිලා තියෙනවා. මෙතන මේක 11 එක මිස් වෙලා තියෙනවානේ. බලන්න ආන්සර් එක දාන්න ආපු අය 5197.5 වගේ එකක් දෙන්නේ. cubic centimeter 5197. You can send the messages, huh? I think so, right? Okay. මේකාවද? Okay, find the volume of the cuboid shaped vessel. Cuboid shaped vessel means that is a cuboid, right? Length, breadth, height, that shall be the capacity. Okay, so length is what? 1 meter 54 centimeter means by centimeter, 154 centimeters, into breadth is 75 centimeter, into height is 63 centimeter. Just multiply these three. So 154 into 75 into 63, that gives you 72,7650. Right. So 727,650 cubic centimeter. Okay. Right. So that is okay. Find the volume of the cuboid shaped vessel. Find the right number of semicircular shaped vessel used to completely fill the given cuboid shaped vessel. Right. Making kiyak make it completely fill karana puluwanda. So how to take that one? Just this volume divide by the volume of this semi cylindrical vessel volume. So you can take that how many they are. Right. So the number of that one can take 72,7650 cubic centimeter, that's the volume of cuboid, divide by this one 5,197.5 cubic centimeters. That gives you 140. I assume that my answer correct. මොකද ඔය වගේ රවුම් උත්තරයක් එනවා කියන්නේ ඩිවයිඩ් කරපුවාම that is I think so, right. Okay, Buddha. So we completed a nice paper, right? Full paper, second paper. That is a big task. That's why I do write quickly within a 2-hour period. The discussion that would be otherwise be difficult. But I did all the questions without any part missing. Right? I did complete all the things. Right? So we are now moving to the revise and rise of the grade 11 students, and some are participating grade 10 also. So we will meet with the paper class for the next week, and we will continue the things. Right? Thank you very much, Buddha. I born Hamilton. Right? Good night.